All right, we're gonna talk some more about how her hard work has paid off. And the reason I love this part of the show is it just shows what you can do, and one person can make a difference. One person can change this world. You just got to be persistent and just be passionate and dedicated. And so we know that with awareness comes chances to improve life for somebody else and to save lives. Exactly. So you were not happy just having your monthly meetings and coming on the Loretta McNary show and on cable tonight and writing articles and being quoted. You wanted the politicians to know about all this.
Exactly. So I have written to the governor of Tennessee, the mayor of Shelby County, mayor of Memphis, mayor of Bartlett, surrounding areas, and Mayor Wharton has issued our first
and we'll show that to you.
Of the year, declaring that in the city of Memphis, November is Pulmonary Hypertension Awareness Month.
Woohoo! Thank you, Mayor Wharton. Way to step up. And last year, didn't you get one from Shelby County, Mayor?
Yes.
Yeah. Last year
we got six proclamations last year.
6 proclamations.
So when we get a proclamation, I send out a press release. I found all of the, and that's really how I found Loretta, is by investigating, finding out who has the pull in this city. Loretta's one of them.
Oh wow, thank you.
And besides the mayors and the commercial appeal and a lot of the small town newspapers that are begging for articles, I'm begging for them to print them.
And they're printing them, because I can tell you this story. She has sent that information. Not only does she send it here locally and nationally, she sends it to, because there are chapters of PHA all over the world. And so she sends her information to all the international chapters. And so they either call you or they call me or email me, hey, we want to know if we can get a copy of the show and if we can quote Loretta. And so they did quote me. And then she goes, well, hey, Loretta, they want to do an article on you. So this magazine did an article on me, and that would have never happened if I had followed my fear and said, hey, that's too new, nobody else is talking about it, I'm not going to do it. But because of the shows I've done with her, that's how I first got my show watched overseas, and people internationally, Germany, South Africa, Australia, and some part of London.
London, yes.
Yeah.
We're in London.
That's something to clap about, because I'm a hometown girl. You know, I love Memphis, but yeah.
And they all love Loretta almost as much as I do, because she's willing to dedicate a 30-minute show to our cause of raising awareness of pulmonary hypertension, so that people don't needlessly die. People with HIV, 90%, I've recently found out, 90% of HIV positive patients will develop pulmonary hypertension, as well as 30% sickle cell anemia patients, lupus patients. Mine is idiopathic, meaning there's no reason, just my mouth. And so I can spread awareness so that people, like I said before, don't have to go through what my family went through.
And they went through some stuff, because she even had one doctor, we would never call a name, but told her it was because she was overweight, that she was having these problems just because she was overweight.
Exactly, exactly. The shortness of breath, the hoarseness, the swollen ankles and legs, the dizziness, the chest heaviness. I remember telling one doctor, if you can get this elephant off of my chest, I'll be fine. So, but with the bluish tint to the lips and to the nail beds, that's a really big signal that something's wrong. You're not getting oxygen. Your body's not getting oxygen. Instead of doctors trying to figure out what was wrong with me, they were removing organs. My organs were dying because they weren't getting oxygen. So instead of finding out why my organs were dying, they were just removing them.
Well, we're so thankful for the doctors that you have now. So tell me, what was the turning point for you? Because you got your diagnosis and you got your treatment and you're doing 100,000% better.
Incredible.
So what was it for you to say, hey, that's not enough. I want to go on this mission, and I want to talk to as many people as I can. I want to knock on doors and make people listen.
Well, not only do I have pulmonary hypertension, but my mother-in-law, who was in New Jersey, she died from PH, this rare disease. My sister-in-law probably died from this disease as well. There's people who are dying needlessly when there's treatments there, that the doctors and the medical community just have to get on board with us and learn about it. Up until 10 years ago, there was no treatment for PH. You got it, you died. So now there are treatments that can slow the progression down, which is where I'm at.
And that's a good place to be.
That's a wonderful place.
Great, because, I mean, how long ago was it when they said 6 to 9 months? How many years ago was that?
I'm having my 10th anniversary on 12.
That's right, 12.
That'll be my 10th year since diagnosis. And they had told Chuck if they wanted me at our daughter's wedding, needed to move it up 6 to 9 months.
I still get goosebumps every time I hear that. They were planning a wedding for their daughter at the time, and that's what the doctor said. If you want her to be there, then you better move up the date.
Exactly.
Wow, that just goes to show, and here comes my spiritual side, that no man knows the hour, because only God determines when. So if you know somebody who's gotten a diagnosis that says, you know, and the doctors are doing what doctors do. You know, I don't find any fault. I love that they do that, because that's got to be a hard thing to tell somebody, the toughest thing. But you as a patient or as a family member, you don't have to take that as the final thing.
Right.
You never take that as the final thing. It's never final till it's final.
And I don't blame any of those other 13 doctors, because if you don't know about a disease, you don't know. Yeah. But you gotta learn. And so that's one thing that other PHers around the world and I'm trying to do is raise awareness so the doctors are willing to learn about this disease now. There are treatments and there is hope.
There's a ton of hope, and there's a huge community of PHers, and they're very loud and bold about helping and to spread the word and create awareness. And you can go, like I said, on Facebook. They have websites. You can get help. You can become a part of this, whether you know somebody or you yourself or not at all. We need your help. We need your help to say, hey, have you ever heard about pulmonary hypertension? Well, this is what it is. And everybody just keep on sharing that information.
And the Pulmonary Hypertension Association has other PHers who man telephones 7 days a week, 24 hours a day, in the event that someone is newly diagnosed or they're coming to terms with it now and they don't want to be alone. PHA does have a toll-free number that I'm sure we'll post on the show.
Yes, we will.
And that even if you haven't been diagnosed with pulmonary hypertension, but you're still having that shortness of breath or excessive fatigue, or your body just, you know your body, you know if something's not right. Yeah. Ask your doctor about pulmonary hypertension. He may say, what? You know, it's all over the internet now.
Yeah, it's everywhere. And that's for any diagnosis. Whatever it is, find out as much as you can, because we want to save lives. We want you to have a great quality of life, because it is within, it can happen. So thank you as always, and I know I'll see you on another show next week.
Absolutely.
And happy November is the actual awareness month of pulmonary hypertension. Right. So thank you for being here as always, and thank you guys so much for watching Loretta McNary live on TV. As always, think big dreams, stay positive, help someone along the way, and we'll see you real soon. Bye-bye.